For millions living in the developing world, education and healthcare are a distant dream. They lack even the most basic services to connect to the modern world. Roads, railways, and electrical power are essential for development. For millennia, the people of Sudan have farmed the ancient floodplains of the Nile. But most of this rural population had no electricity. Sisters Rehab and Nazreen have just started school. Without electricity, like millions of other school-aged children, they lacked proper education and basic health care. But providing power to a country the size of Sudan required investment on a massive scale. In 2002, the Kuwait Fund initially committed $100 million to a government plan to build the Merowe hydroelectric dam.
What is really unique about the involvement of the Kuwaiti Fund, their early involvement, which has really convinced others to join, because they trust the Kuwaiti Fund, their systems, their analysis, their appraisal. Then everybody around was really more encouraged to come and join the donation and the financing of the project.
In 2008, the fund committed a further $100 million for the completion of the $2 billion project. Today, more than 2/3 of the country has a reliable supply of electricity. New roads and hospitals have also been built as part of this project. And the day no longer ends when the sun goes down. Uzbekistan gained its independence from the former Soviet Union in 1991. Since then, the country has had to develop its own economy. The ancient Silk Road city of Samarkand is its greatest tourist attraction. But situated 300 kilometers from the capital Tashkent, a day return trip was once impossible with the old diesel locomotives. In 1997, the Kuwait Fund responded to the government's request to electrify its rail system. 1 year later, the new fast trains could make the 300-mile journey in 3 hours. City dwellers enjoy the efficient delivery of fresh food from many rural areas. And across the country, other new lines are improving commerce and laying the foundations for growth. In the last 2 decades, Vietnam has managed to reduce the number of people living below the poverty line by more than half. But many remain impoverished and isolated in remote, hard-to-reach areas. For the infants at Gudong Kindergarten in Dak Lak province, this meant long hikes every day.
The life of the village was very difficult. Farmers couldn't do business with people outside, and children couldn't get to school.
The Kuwait Fund has provided loans for irrigation projects to expand crop production in the Central Highlands. And it has also contributed to a new 42-kilometer road, linking remote communities to urban centers. The markets have been opened up, allowing farmers to work their way out of poverty and ensuring an educated future for their children.
After the road, parents could get the children to school much more easily, and now they are attending school every day.
While the industrialized world can take basic services for granted, the Kuwait Fund is committed to raising economic standards throughout the developing world. The Kuwait Fund, helping people help themselves.